channel if you've never been here before. I'm so thankful that you're here, and if you have been here before, welcome back. This year I have been slowly making over areas in my home. While I've been making them over, I have also been cleaning in the process, and that has really been helping me with my spring cleaning because it is not such a daunting task like it usually is. We are a little bit later than I usually post these videos, but it's never too late to start, and it doesn't even have to be spring cleaning. This just always feels like the best time of year to do this type of cleaning because everything is warming up. We're hanging outside a little bit more, even in Florida. The weather is really nice this time of year, so it just kind of pushes for me to refresh my spaces, get everything clean and tidy, just enjoy the new seasons that are coming up. What I'm gonna do, just like I do every year, is break it down into sections. I have a 7-year-old and a 4-year-old. We have a 20-year-old, but she has moved out, so it's just the two littles at home, but they are still here. They do still need care and attention. I kind of just do what I can when I can. If you do it all in one day, I think that's amazing. I could never, just because my head will not let me take that whole day, but it does feel a lot more manageable to separate it into smaller tasks. So we are kicking off with the bathroom. This is our, I don't know if you just want to call it like the main bathroom, guest bathroom, girls bathroom. We only have 2 bathrooms, so it's this one and then the bathroom in the primary bedroom. This is just kind of where I always like to start because we have people come over and I just want a nice clean bathroom. It's very small. We don't have a lot of counter space. I do have some cabinets. I am going to declutter those today. On top of everything else, I have a few things that need to be washed. I have a shower with a glass door that I hate, so I often will put this shower curtain in front of it because then it hides all the watermarks that inevitably are on this glass door. No matter how much CLR I use, it just never really gets fully clean. It's clean, but it never looks like it. There are a few areas in this bathroom that need attention. This is my girls' bathroom they use every night, so they have some toys in here. I'm going to declutter those as well. Just give everything a really good scrub so it feels nice and fresh for this time of the year. I usually do 2 deep cleanings a year. I do one in the spring and one in the fall just to prep for the holiday season. For the most part, it's going to be just a really chill spring cleaning video series this year. Taking my time, feeling good about cleaning my spaces and get everything reset and back to the way that I like them to be. Whatever your level of clean is, whatever your desired amount of cleaning to do is for this particular day, you can do it along with me, and we will slowly just knock our spring cleaning off one task at a time. This is my cleaning arsenal for the bathrooms. I have glass cleaner, some disinfecting cleaner, a mildew cleaner, a CLR and a homemade bottle, and some toilet bowl cleaner. So this is what I'm going to be using to tackle my bathroom cleanings. And I'm gonna start by taking off the shower curtain. I'm gonna get it washed, even though it doesn't really get that dirty because there's no water hitting it. It just feels good to wash it and refresh it. And then we are going to spray everything down with some CLR and let that sit for a while. Some things I make sure to do extra when I'm spring cleaning as opposed to just my regular cleaning is to wipe down all around the base of the toilet, wipe down the toilet brush cleaner holder, this wall next to the toilet, all along the base of the shower, just any places that you might not get during your weekly cleaning. I try to make sure I get those during my spring cleaning. Something else I'm doing for my spring cleaning as opposed to regular cleaning is taking everything out of these drawers. They have my girls' toothbrushes, toothpaste. I have like little baskets that I keep in here, and they of course get nasty from the toothpaste and stuff. So I make sure to wipe these down with disinfecting wipes. And then I also clean out the other drawer, and it's just got like hair ties and stuff, but it can also get just cluttered and, you know, stuff in there that I really don't need to hold on to. So I make sure to do these two drawers while I'm doing everything else in the vanity, so that way I know everything is good to go for my spring cleaning here. I did not do a thorough job of this cabinet. I did clean this bottom shelf. This is where I keep my cleaners. So I wiped everything down here and did declutter my cleaners just a little bit, but everything else is beach towels. So I just left those because it really doesn't get that dirty or messy on those top two shelves. But it felt good to go through my cleaners because I had a lot of empty or almost empty bottles to throw away. Really, these shelves aren't too bad, and like I said, I kind of decluttered everything a couple months ago in this bathroom, so there really wasn't too much I had to do, but that made my spring cleaning so much easier. It was mostly just wiping things down and kind of refreshing them so that I could have it organized a little bit better than it was. This cabinet under the sink really needed some attention. My daughter is still in pull-ups and I had a whole bunch of diapers, so I got rid of all the diapers and kind of organized that basket a little bit better for her pull-ups now. Of course, wiped everything down. There's not a ton of space under here. I keep our first aid kits in here, some girly things, so it wasn't too bad. And then just continuing on wiping things down and dusting as needed. It always makes your space feel better when you do it. Time to do one of my least favorite bathroom tasks, which is this glass shower door and just cleaning inside the shower in general. I admit I don't look forward to it. I do it maybe once a month, maybe twice a month if it needs it, but for the most part I don't really do it too often unless I absolutely have to. The CLR does not work great on the hard water stains, but it does do the best job that I have found, and I have tried a lot of different things. If you have some hacks, let me know. I will be happy to try them, but for now, this is my go-to method for dealing with hard water spots on the glass doors. I am getting crazy tired. I have done quite a bit though. As you've seen, I've done the whole shower pretty much. I didn't go through the girls' toys because they still play with most of these things, so I'll do that another time. They can help me and we can get rid of some stuff then. I did clean everything. I'm washing the fabric stuff. I already washed their towels. The only things I really have left to do are the floor and the walls and the baseboards. So I'll probably get to that in a little bit. I'm gonna make some lunch. I have to pick my daughter up from school soon, so I'm gonna have to stop and do that anyway. So I'm gonna just chill for a minute. I have an iron deficiency. It's not that big of a deal, but I definitely get worn out a lot faster these days. So I'm gonna go ahead and just listen to my body and chill out for a second. But I'm very happy with what I've gotten done so far. And like I said, my bathroom's not huge. I still have to do the other one, but my husband's sleeping. He works at night and sleeps during the day. So I'm gonna have to wait and get that one done later. This one is pretty much almost completely finished. So we'll take a break, we'll come back to it. You won't notice anyway, because I'm gonna cut back to it later, but I am taking a little break right now because I am tired. This is probably the next day, I think. Definitely more than a few hours later. But we're going to sweep and mop the floor. I did clean the litter box off camera. I do that daily. I didn't film it. I do that pretty frequently. So we're going to finish mopping and sweeping and then move on to the bathroom in the primary bedroom. This is our master bedroom bathroom, and if you wonder why you don't see it a lot on camera, it's mostly just because it's very tiny and it is super difficult to get a good angle in here. I usually end up setting the camera up in the bedroom to film in here, so I'm just gonna go ahead. It's kind of repetitive. I'm doing a lot of the same things. I definitely didn't do this at the same time as the other bathroom. In fact, I think this was a few days later, but I went ahead and just got it done as close as I could so that I could consider both the bathrooms officially done and spring cleaned. I did not wipe down the baseboards or the walls in either bathrooms during my spring cleaning, which I normally do. I actually ended up doing it later. That is definitely something that I try to make sure I take care of whenever I do my spring cleaning as well. On to my other least favorite bathroom cleaning task, which is once again the shower, this time in our bedroom or our bath. So I will attack it with this Tilex, let that sit for a while. I'm going to definitely wash the shower curtain, which I think I had actually washed it not too long ago, but I went ahead and threw it in again since it was my spring cleaning. We are just going to scrub. I use this handheld scrubber brush that I got from the Dollar Tree. I feel like this works really well and getting into the corners and really scrubbing all the walls because the wall tiles are white. You can definitely see when there's buildup on them, so it always feels like the shower is sparkling when I go through and use this scrubber brush along with the Tilex and just give it a really good scrub so that everything looks so much cleaner and feels so much more refreshed. We're going to move on to under the vanity, and I'm going to do the same thing in here that I did in the other bathroom. So taking everything out, well, almost everything. I didn't pull these two shelves out. I just kind of wiped underneath of them, and I did declutter them, but there wasn't really too much that I had to get rid of. And then I organized everything, wiped everything down in here, cleaned it back up, and got everything put back again. I was born in the 80s, so you know I have a caboodle holding all my makeup. I do go through this every now and then and make sure there's no expired makeup, which I did a little bit today, and then I just added these naked palettes to it. I didn't really do too much in here because I had gone through it pretty recently. The last thing I'm gonna do in this video is wipe down this medicine cabinet. This is where we keep like our deodorant, our toothbrushes, contact cleaner, that kind of thing. I do like to take everything out of here and go over it with a disinfecting wipe just to make sure that it's clean and disinfected, especially when buildup happens from toothpaste and things that we keep inside of here. That wraps up my bathroom spring cleaning video. I hope this gave you some motivation if you have been having a hard time finding some just like I have. I do have more deep cleaning videos coming soon. I won't call them spring cleaning since I'm kind of out of spring, but we will knock out our deep cleaning together no matter how long it may take us.